8 hours. Wow.
It's gone. And well, not gone. It's going. Hey guys, this is the first ever PewTuber Podcast, episode 1, and let's all introduce each other real quick. I'm Zach. I'm part of Team Wolfpack or Michigan Wolfpack Airsoft on YouTube.
Call sign Ronan, right?
Yep, call sign Ronan.
And
I'm. Oh, sorry. You can go. You go first. I'll go last.
I was waiting on you. You're the other half of Wolfpack, man.
Okay. I'm other half of Wolfpack. I'm All-State. My background will be changing within the next week or two. I gotta figure it out. I'm probably gonna get something so you don't see my bed, so that will help. But there you go.
And I'm also Zach with Freedom Stuff and call sign Freedom.
Hey. Okay, so let's get started. Zach, you said you had some ugly Zach pen.
What?
You said you had some. You said you had a few things that you wanted to start talking about.
Oh yeah, I have some topics ready for everybody, just so we can we have some stuff to discuss today. First topic, we actually did that, who we are, and so what are you guys about? Well, I know what you're about, Nick, but they don't know. So Zach and Nick, what are you guys about, like YouTube wise? What can we expect from you guys' channels?
All right, Zach, you can go first.
All right. Basically, right now, weather's been kind of crap. We've been getting screwed out of some ops. So been focusing really heavily on reviews, a lot of comparison videos, taking things that are similar and kind of running them against each other and seeing how they do. But as soon as it warms up, we'll actually be doing a hell of a lot of traveling, a lot of ops, a lot of big gameplays. Got a brand new camera setup that I'm loving, and hopefully be coming out to Michigan to play with you guys as well as a few other places. So,
yeah, maybe see if you are actually good or you just all talk.
there we go.
No, Nick.
Okay, so obviously I'm about traveling. I like traveling. I like playing in other places. Just restarting their YouTube group. Kind of shut down for about a year, but we're revamping it, redoing everything. So our views are fluctuating up here, down here. It's all dependent on the view. But we plan to do a lot of traveling. We went to BBX already. We go to Kalamazoo Airsoft. We have Red Dawn on Milsim next month. Hopefully it's not too cold. And we have a few Milsims lined up after that. We also have an idea where potentially we could go once a month and visit other PewTubers who have joined the group and fly out there, borrow their gear while we bring our cameras and we record and film with them. That's a little idea that I'm thinking about implementing, maybe us three or myself or whatever way we can do it. So.
All right, so obviously, just to let you guys all know, this is the PewTuber Podcast, and the reason we thought of this idea was because of our main thread we're working on that Zach so happened to start, called the PewTubers. So just for people who've never seen the PewTubers, do you want to explain why you started this and what it's about, just so people kind of can understand what this podcast's main goal is going to be?
Yeah, basically about a week and a half ago or so, started up a group called PewTubers Anonymous on Facebook. I had been building the core of this group for a while. I mean, you two guys, Creepy Airsoft, some other good buddies that we've, Laxoft, that we've just kind of been working to help each other improve our channels and everything, and just decided we need to take it bigger. And since we started the group like a week and a half ago, I think we're at like almost 120 members or something already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's been insane how fast that everybody's kind of just came together and started helping each other. I mean, everybody in the group has gone up a ton of subs since we started it. Everybody's getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of help to improve their content. So basically that's who I made it for. It's to help the Airsoft community by having a lot more people putting out much better content.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And if you haven't, guys, checked out the PewTubers thread, it's going to be the link description below. Go and check that out. If you make YouTube videos or if you like watching new YouTubers, go and check it out. There are so many. Basically, everyone on that thread is a YouTuber, and they all have completely different content. And some are overseas in Europe or some, in California, Michigan, Indiana, and they're all over the place. And all the fields are nice. Ohio, yep. If you like looking at new fields, you're going to get that. And, ultimately, our goal, we've had a couple channels have 20 subs, and now they're at 100 subs, and they finally reached the 100 mark. And it's been actually very exciting, and it's I'm excited with this growth. We've actually had some bigger channels enter the PewTubers already, offering their help and service. I've talked to them. Zach's talked to them, and it looks like that's going to be something pretty good. And hopefully, we can get some of them on the podcast in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I think that's our main goal for the PewTuber duet, and then I think for this podcast too. If you guys are cool with it, I want to go over certain ways to grow, certain ideas for Airsoft, and certain things to help all of us. But also this podcast, at least in my idea, is just going to be a podcast when we just hang out, maybe have a guest every now and then. We all just, have some fun, talk about Airsoft, talk about real life, and just have some fun.
Yeah, totally. I like that. There's some small people who joined it who have 2-3 subs and that I've invited, Zach's invited, or found the group, or I guess both Zachs are invited, or they found the group. And it's been great seeing them. And yeah, we're all not like huge YouTubers. We have like 500-900 subs. I mean, it varies in that range, but we're slowly growing. But instead of like the big YouTubers, for the most part, like Dutch the Hooligan, great guy, but you ask him questions and he won't really give you the answer. He won't really kind of help you. And nothing's wrong with that. But we're all about trying to help everybody and get everybody big rather than just focus on, me, which is a great thing. And that's what Zach kind of did when he started the community freedom stuff. When he started that, it's like, hey, everybody's focused on me. Let's focus on each other and we all grow together. And yeah, some will be bigger than others and some will help out better and more than others. But I like the unity instead of everybody fighting and hating each other. Like, oh, yeah, you're bigger than me. Oh, that's not cool. No, it's all a nice, good group. So.
That's some of the beauty of it right there, man. I mean, like you said, pretty much everybody that's joined the group has gone up quite a lot of subs just in like a week or so. But they've also gotten a lot of tips. We've had a lot of guys asking, like, how do you guys do this in your editing process? How are you working with that? And what program do you use? What cameras do you run? And just all these different questions. And it's been immensely helpful to so many guys, just everybody being on there and very helpful talking about stuff. And we have such a huge range of subs. We've got people who are under 100. We've got me at 560 something. We've got you guys up getting closer to 1,000. We got a bunch of guys that are in the thousands. A few guys that are, I think 13, 14, 15K subs.
Mm-hmm. And then 100K.
We've got a guy with 112,000 subs. So it's all over the place. It's so many different levels of being an Airsoft YouTuber, and it's wonderful.
And it's great to see the people grow and kind of like, what was it? Some dude posted it, I think earlier today, and they're like, oh my gosh, I got to my first 100 subs. Like, I never thought that was going to happen. Like, this is unbelievable. And I liked it, and I'm pretty sure you commented on it, and you were like, oh yeah, man, like this is what it's all about.
Yep. We've actually had I think 3 or 4 guys hit 100 since they joined the group, and all of them have just been like, I made it.
Yep.
I remember when
it's not like
got to 100, it's mind-blowing.
And you're just, oh my gosh, I have 100. And it's not like we just say sub for sub and screw everybody after that. Like, for the most part, we're trying to sub to the people, comment on their video, give them a like. We're not trying to just sub, and because that doesn't help the analytics. It doesn't help their channel, really. It just makes it look, oh, they have 100 subs.
No,
so
I
doing other things to help. Yep.
And it's nice because a lot of these guys that normally wouldn't get comments on their stuff, now they're getting feedback from guys who are bigger channels than them, and they're getting tips. We leave comments and we actually say, hey, tweak this a little bit, or try working on this. And then they come and they talk to us, and they're so appreciative of all the tips and everything.
Yep, and like the overlays or the hit markers, the hit sounds, and they're like, oh, does this look good? This look good? And we're coming in and say, oh, no, this is how we do it. Or like you go, hey, if you're actually confused or something, go watch my video that I just made that Navrich post on channel. He did make a video over the scope cam, the Navrich scope cam freedom stuff. He came out with the very first one. Navrich actually featured it. Really cool. Go check it out. I'll try to get Zach to link that in the description down below. But anyways, people are questioning about it, and Zach's just like, yo, go check out my video. Like, look at this new scope cam. And they're like, wait, a scope cam? I thought it was like going to be, 600-700. And Zach's like, no, just watch it. I explain everything. And next thing you know, there's 3-4 people buying more scope cams now, and they're getting better footage or going to get better footage when they start it. And it's just, it's unbelievable, really.
Oh yeah, man. I just love how much everybody's been coming together to help everybody. It's been fantastic.
It's been awesome. I love it. It's sweet.
Yeah. So for this PewTuber podcast, obviously our main goal is to reaching the other PewTubers, but I wanted to know, when you guys are actually watching this video for the PewTubers, what do you guys want to see from this podcast? Because we've all discussed outside of this podcast what we want to see from this and what's our goal for the PewTuber podcast. But the whole reason we're doing this is obviously we think it's cool, but we want to do it for you guys. But at the same time, we're thinking about setting up, getting PewTuber possible merch in the future for all the PewTubers. We've already discussed patches before. I don't remember who mentioned it, but someone mentioned patches for the PewTubers. And I was thinking about other merch, like maybe hats and stuff in the future. Obviously, this is a long ways away. And then also for Zach, Nick, and I, we were thinking about starting a Patreon. And so that could help us where we, all three of us, could possibly make this our living, which, I mean, I know everybody wants to do that, but at the same time, we think if we could all together each produce 4 videos a week together, and while we're helping you guys grow, that could help us maybe reach out and do certain things to help everybody grow, help us grow. We could be able to, like Nick said earlier, fly out. All 3 of us could fly out and visit people, and we wouldn't have to worry about, okay, we need to take this time off or this time off. We're like, hey, we're going to visit you because you guys are supporting all of us. So I'm just curious what you guys think about that too, and just your ideas of what you guys, your whole opinions on the PewTubers are, and then what other comments do you guys want to ask? Like questions, any kind of questions you guys want to ask us, and then we can answer them in the next podcast. What do you guys think? Do you think that was good?
I like it, man. Also, while we're speaking of merch, get the Patreon going. If you guys want to donate, we'll be having the PewTuber Tactical Speedo on sale.
I think we should do that.
Oh, that is awesome. When you get to see it though, the model is Freedom Stuff. He will be in the Speedo on the site.
Yes, me and my teammate Bush Wookie. He a big boy.
Oh, that is awesome. Yep.
So my sensing
a little bit.
We can have a PewTuber calendar, like.
Yeah, a PewTuber calendar. I like that. What do you guys think about PewTuber app where all of us just wear our PewTuber Speedos?
Oh, that dude, yes. 1 million views right there.
Yeah. Airsoft team plays in Speedos only.
And a cup, because we're all about safety.
Yep. Oh, we got to be about safety. Cup, glasses still too, and you know, we're essentials. But
okay, hold up. I'm almost up the post.
I'm not going to carry a gun, just a bandolier full of grenades.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh my gosh, do it. That's it. That's going down. Once we get a little bigger and once we get the Speedo out, it's done. Oh yeah. Zach, you're gonna be repping it. Freedom Stuff's repping it.
We're gonna have we're gonna have a PewTuber calendar. Sell it to all the lonely ladies out there that want to see our sexy bodies.
Yes. Yes.
I can't actually find
the just from the calendar
for November.
Oh, I'm liking it. That's a good. That may need to happen just because. Oh yeah, guys, other PewTubers, we were taking submission for Speedo PewTuber pictures for a calendar for the PewTuber calendar of the year. I like that idea. I think we should run with that. Anybody's gonna if we have 12 people, all 12 are gonna make it. No competition. It's just you're in.
There you go.
You know, maybe show you in your. I'm thinking Speedo. Show off your airsoft gun and maybe a little whipped cream, like
that's perfect.
Super sexual or something. Yeah.
I got dibs on doing the chair with the shower pole. That's mine.
Okay. Ooh, we could have I could be over a dead body, just like teabagging them, looking at the camera all seductively, like.
Actually, you know, I might go Burt Reynolds. It's a good pose.
That could work. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We need someone from. We need Europeans to apply. People from Spain, England, Portugal. Actually, people that are in the PewTubers. We need this to be diverse.
Man, I think we got Poland, Spain, Sweden,
Greece. We have one in
Greece. Yep. Canada, United States, and there's a couple from down south too. I'm not sure exactly where.
Yeah. Don't know exactly where.
We got a good mix of guys who are actually in the group.
We do.
Might have one from Brazil. I invited a friend who actually he lives in the States right now, but he's going to be going back to the Philippines and hopefully sharing our channel in the Philippines. So I went actually played in Ohio with him, Anthony, but he's from the Philippines, so we got the Philippines in here too, Asia.
You know what's funny? I actually have like 5 or 6 viewers from the Philippines, and I'm like, how did you find my channel? Like, I don't post in any groups that are related to the Philippines. I'm like, how did you people find me?
Oh, that's funny. They just I don't know, man. They're like trying to speak speak broken English to you, and you're like, oh crap.
Well, one of them speaks perfect English.
Oh, really?
I didn't know.
That's amazing. No complaints then, right?
I was like, oh.
Maybe they're just looking up reviews, and then they're like, hey.
I wonder if they got good fields down there.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Actually,
I heard they've actually have some really good fields. Navrich has a video when he's down there with that guy with the samurai.
So I have seen one from down there. You're right. They got like jungle terrain and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Looks sweet.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Hey, get this thing growing, and we'll be able to fly out and play with them.
Yeah, see, we're going international with PewTubers here.
Well, not even just international. We're doing an international PewTubers, international calendar for PewTubers. Like, it's about to be down.
Oh, yes. And you got to feature the country's flag behind them. Like,
oh, my gosh.
Yup. The first one, January, back in his Speedo with a big red beard, like growing out, big red beard, just smiling, like
growing out massive.
Yep.
Just like, bro, let it reach down to your belly button and just let this huge, manly, burly beard with this big American flag in the background. You're standing over the dead of the fallen like this. Oh, nothing like
yes.
Repping just a big Speedo. Just a big, nice Speedo. There might be a turd stain in the back or something. Like, you got a beard in one hand. It has to be Bush, though. It has to be Bush.
I think we're gonna have to do like American flag on the front and then PewTubers Anonymous on the back, like
the butt part.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. I am 100% down for that one. No. I got it. I'm
the
sorry.
PewTubers.
Nope. This is what's gonna do. It's gonna have Zach's head, Freedom Stuff's head, right on the front, right there, and then the PewTubers on the butt.
There we go. I like that even better, actually.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, Zach. Pen, what other questions you got, Ronan?
What other question do I got? Well, I wrote some stuff down, and I'm just going to re-go over them just so everybody knows what we want from this podcast. First, we introduce who we are, what our main Facebook thread is, the PewTubers. After that, our goals for the podcast. We kind of, PewTubers Anonymous, but we mentioned kind of the goals for the podcast. You know, we want to get big enough where we can start making this our living to help you guys and help our content. And if we can all make this if you can help us three make this as a living, we will be able to in turn make it so you guys can have a living off Airsoft, hopefully. I think because if we start getting big and grow, we want to take you guys all with us, and that'd be really cool. And then, you know, traveling and meeting other PewTubers around the globe and airsofting, I think would be awesome. Our types of YouTube channels, we've already said it. In different podcasts, we'll probably explain how certain things have grown and taken off. Like, we had a viral cheater video, and that went crazy. Zach over here, Freedom, he had his Navrich video and a couple other reviews that have gone very well. And some of his gameplays, I've looked at his channel and he has some pretty good stuff. And then how what our goal, obviously, you know, for this channel, which we've already said. And then you know, we could also, there's other things I think it'd be cool. We talked about Milsims we were going to, so then other people could possibly meet us at those. Like Nick and I, we plan on going to this Milsim in the summer called Pandora's Box. Freedom, have you heard of that one at all? Or
yes, I have actually. Looking at that one pretty strongly.
I've been there since the first. I've gone to that op every year since they first started it, and it's probably my favorite op I've ever gone to. Just not because of the let's say epicness of it. There's probably some better like plane ops, But you go there, you get 2 days of camping well, not for free. I guess you're buying your ticket, but you get 2 days of camping included. There's a shower. You bring your food. You like camp out for 2 days, drink with your buds, do all that. You play Airsoft all day Saturday. You go, you're done. You drink all day, have fun again after at night. Play Airsoft all day Sunday. Friday, I usually get there early Friday, set up my camp, and then we just hang out, eat, drink all day Friday. I mean, it's just really fun and relaxing. It's not like, and you're going to an AMS event. Oh, where I take AMS events very seriously. I'm not goofing around. But here I'll goof around. Even on the field, I'll like goof around a little bit because just relaxing and fun. It's completely different. I've never had more fun there. I have a handful of stories. Oh, man. Like one time my friend Sapper, he was wearing his sombrero. And I was wearing some jack-off outfit. And we're upstairs in like some tower. And grenades are throwing up. And we're grabbing the grenades and throwing them back down. And everybody's like, there's a guy with a sombrero. How are you not getting them? And saying, obviously, worse stuff than that. And it was just so much fun. And it was hilarious. And, I mean, just that little thing right there. And I have many more stories I could tell just about Pandora's Box and just how goofy it is, but how intense it can be at the same time. It's really awesome. So
if you go to this one, go on to Team Russia.
Team Russia? Okay. Are they specific on that one that you got to have a Russian weapon?
No, it's just camo.
Okay. Just camo. You can have all tank gear or whatever. And they're very relaxed at this hop. And I mean, if you're on the American team, they always take it so hardcore. And cool, if I'm going to AMS event, that's what I want because I'm spending, $150 a ticket. So I want it to be, legit. But if I'm spending $65 on this ticket for a 2-day event, I'm here to have fun and just goof around. So.
Dang, that's cheap. $65 for a 2-day event.
Yep, and it's huge, and it's not just small. Like it's a pretty big field. It's huge. I can't even explain. It's awesome. It's sweet. They have a huge castle, landing airstrip. I mean, there's so much more. I don't even know. You'll have to just go and see her. I can maybe show you some videos of it sometime, but it's sweet.
To get you and if you have a Polar Star or something, it's $15 to get your air filled unlimited for 2 days. So.
Oh no, I don't rock no Polar Star.
Well, I'm just saying if someone did.
I rock only HPA, so.
Boo.
hey, HPA's Master Race is so much easier to work with. It doesn't break down ever. I mean,
your gun broke down.
I mean, if you know,
your gun just broke down.
My gun didn't break down. Thank you very much. It was my settings. I fixed them. And it's not a Polar Star. It was an N7 Milsim. So not a Polar Star. Polar Star won't break down. There you go. But anyways, I mean, it's just fine. It's a blast Milsim, and you'll probably love it and want to go back every year.
All right, I'll have to check that out, man. You'll have to send me some details on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be posting a full calendar here soon in the PewTubers group and everything, and I'd like to put big ops where they're at and everything, and see how many guys that we can get out to come and play with us and meet us at other places. One of the big ones is Balahak. It's either it's either June or July. They're having one of their big world events. We're gonna be out there all weekend. We're meeting up with a couple of the PewTubers that are actually locals there, and might have some other guys from New York coming down to play with us there.
I would be 100% down for that.
Hell yeah, we can do it, man. You guys can drive out here, meet us in Ohio, and then we'll carpool.
That would save me. Oh my gosh, Lord, please! That'd save me a lot of gas right there. So yeah, I'd be down for that.
I'll be taking the
we just have to figure it out.
Truck camper that we got.
Oh, nice.
So who wants to spoon?
I mean, I'm all about it. I think we're all about spooning. I think we got it.
If it keeps me from sleeping in a tent, I'll spoon you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no doubt.
Hey, I will only spoon you if you have your PewTuber Speedo.
All right, that's a deal. Everybody's gonna want to spoon you if you got one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, okay. Next topic I want to speak of. So I want to know you guys' opinion. This is kind of a more not like as funny topic. What do you guys think about all the shootings that have been going on lately? What do you guys think what do you think we should do to change it? Do you think it's an AR problem? Do you think it's a mental health problem? Do you think it's even a gun problem? What issues do you think it is, and how would I want to know from each of you, how would each of you, and then I'll give my opinion, how would each of you fix this problem in America with the mass shootings? Because obviously it is a horrible thing. These people that have been dying, it's horrible, it's true, and it luckily hasn't hit where I live yet, but it's still the fact is people are dying, and it's a horrible thing, and it's something that's terrible, which I wish never would happen.
Personally, Nick, you mind if I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Personally,
Yeah.
I really do not think that it's a gun issue. Honestly, it's mentally unstable people, and it's not enough people being properly trained with firearms and positioned in the right places to stop these things, because it's so much easier to stop a bad guy going on an insane rampage if there are people there who are good people, who are trained with firearms, who know what to do, and who can stop the threat before they can cause harm. I mean, I've had my concealed carry license for almost 6 years now, and thank God I've never had to draw my weapon. But I practice with it regularly. I train. I carry it every single day, because if something like that ever happens, I don't just want to be a target.
Makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm iffy on the subject because I understand where people are thinking you want different regulations and different things, but I'm sitting here thinking to myself, everybody wants guns to go away. The whole left wants guns to disappear, and they're looking at Trump to like get guns to disappear. And in my head, logically, I think to myself, well, what happened in Germany when Hitler was able to get rid of all the guns? What expired? What happened? I understand we need to defend ourselves. I think something should go on differently. I don't know what. I do believe we need to properly train people. I know there are vets there's enough vets out there who would probably go to a school once or twice a week, and you could figure that out and have a vet there patrolling the school, or hire an officer if you're a rich enough school. I'm sure something like that would probably be better than getting rid of guns or making guns harder to get, because in my head, you look at Chicago, Chirac, that's one of the hardest areas to get a gun there. And look at the the murders there with guns. I mean, it's the people, like you said. I just don't. You make it harder to get a gun, the bad guys are still going to get it, and the good guys aren't going to get it. And it's going to deter the good guys of getting it to train with it and practice with it. Like, oh, I'm going to have to do this now and pay this much more money. Why get a gun? So I think something needs to change, but it might be the parenting of certain generations and raising them differently. It might just be, since we have more people in this world now, different people are being crazy. I don't know. I think something needs to happen, but like Zach said, I agree with Zach. I don't think it's a gun problem. I think it's a person problem. We need to figure that out.
I mean, we've seen
I was gonna say my ideology real quick, and then we can debate or just talk about it. What I think needs to be done is, first of all, like I said before, and we all know it, death is horrible. And thankfully, Zach, you've never had a freedom. You've never had to draw your weapon, and I hope you never have to. But if you look at it in the 1960s and 1980s and 70s and all that, I had teachers that I would talk to when I was in high school, and they said back in the day when they were in high school, there would be a bunch of people with their trucks and shotguns and their hunting rifles in the back, loaded up and stuff, and on break they'd go out and show it off. I had one teacher come up to me and said, yeah, that teacher said, hey guys, I know class is starting, but I just got a new shotgun. You guys want to come out, have a cigarette, and come and check it out with me and maybe shoot a couple rounds? And they went out, shot it a couple rounds on school property, showed their shotgun. All the kids brought their rifles and shotguns and were showing off to each other and showing all that cool stuff. And a school shooting never happened there. And so I can see where a lot of people could blame the guns, because guns, in the right term, guns were meant to kill people. That's the whole point of it's a weapon. And so I can see why some people could see that as an issue. But I do believe it's more of a mental state. And I think that as technology has advanced, kids don't feel the same affection and same love as they used to when they were younger. We were born we were raised in the great age of we had to be outside when we were younger, but we also grew up with technology. And a lot of these kids that are doing all their shooting only grew up with technology. That's it. And so I think there's a kind of a mental thing. And I've talked to my mom, who's a counselor out of college, and she even says, in this day and age, there are so many more depressed kids and kids with mental disabilities than there has ever been. And so I think that we need to set in motion something with mental health. I'm a Christian man. I believe in prayer, but I believe when we pray, God can give us answers, and action. How we respond is, it's sometimes we need to do the action. God's just not going to do it. If we pray, God can show us a way to solve something, but we have to implement it. He's not going to come down and just say, oh, you're praying, everyone's praying for me, boom, no more gun. It doesn't work that way. And so I think we need to pray about it. And he's giving us a solution. And the solution is work on mental health in America. Make parents and teachers actually talk to the kids about all these mental issues and actually have conversations with their family. If the kids have problems, get them help right away. Work on, obviously, mental institutions and stuff like that. And I think that could go a long way. Teach kids about firearms and teach them the safety and guns. Teach them the value of life. There's a lot of kids that are in the Generation Z, I think it's the generation below us, that don't understand the value of life, and they're doing all the shooting.
That's
my and so I think the main thing is mental health, and that needs to be fixed, and we need to start working on that. We're just not, because if people said we're taking guns away, no, that will never happen in our lifetime. That will never happen, because people are gonna say, no, if you take my gun, I'm killing you. So
no, I completely agree with you, and you brought up a good point when you were talking about how back in the day, everybody had their guns. They were teaching kids how to shoot in schools. Marksmanship used to be, and back then, the thing is, I think people still had these issues, but the reason why you didn't see all these school shootings back then is because they knew that they couldn't get away with it. They knew that the second that they rolled up on school property and started trying to shoot people, somebody was going to put a bullet in their head. But now, now you don't have that. You don't have all these people with guns. You've got such an anti-gun society in certain areas where, they might have one armed security guard, one officer, if it's a bigger school, and then what's the one cop going to do, really? If you know that there are a whole bunch of armed security there where you want to go and kill these people, you're not going to go do it, because these people, they're mentally unstable and they're not brave people. The second that they get stopped and confronted, they kill themselves nearly every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree with you. I just don't see why it's happening. It's just very sad and upsetting. But I agree. It's definitely it's a mental thing, and if you're gonna want to get a gun, you're gonna get a gun no matter what. If everybody gets their guns taken away, well, only the bad guys are gonna have their guns then. So that's what.
So my question is, because I have an answer for this. My own opinion. Would you mark these kids as terrorists? These mass shooters? Would you mark them as terrorists? The domestic terrorism?
Honestly, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Okay, good. I agreed with that. Because I see on Twitter all the time people tweeting stuff, because there's some media that aren't portraying these mass shooters as mass shooters. They're trying to humanize them. Like the newest mass shooter in Florida, a couple newspapers, because everyone has Twitter now, they were tweeting stuff about the 19-year-old kid, and he was adopted and had this problem and that problem, and people were freaking out saying, why are you trying to make him human? He's a terrorist and he should be treated as such. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. If you're going to go into a school and take 17 kids' lives that have done nothing wrong to you, and they have their whole lives ahead of them, you're a terrorist.
Absolutely. And the thing is, terrorist, that word, it doesn't describe. Put it this way: a terrorist, the definition is committing. I'm sorry, my brain is not working right now. Basically,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
You commit these acts with political gains in mind. You know, it's not specifically about the people that you're hurting. It's about what they stand for and what you stand for. You know, that's the whole definition of terrorism. It's not just, oh, this kid made fun of me, you know, I'm going to kill him. It's actually...
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. I get you.
So,
Yep.
if you guys want to, I want to move into a more lighter topic. I just wanted to breathe over that because, like I said, I want the PewTubers that are watching knowing I think it'd be cool we go over all kinds of topics. It's just not Airsoft. I want to go over everything. If people have questions, I want us to answer stuff about Airsoft, but for the most part, it's just going to be, you know, a fun podcast or a serious one right then. I have a question. Zach, I know Freedom, you haven't seen this yet, but Nick and I last night saw The Black Panther.
Ah, yeah, you were telling me about that. You said it was good.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was the best standalone Marvel movie, and obviously because it's newer than a lot of them, so they have different kind of blanking like you. But I mean, if I think Iron Man was made today with the technology we have now, 'cause just a few years is huge compared to what you can do. I think Iron Man would probably be number one. But with the technology in it and how it looks and how clean it is, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with this. As a solo movie, it was the best Marvel, I believe.
As a solo movie, I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm not going to say any spoilers because that'd be ticked off. But the plot, I really enjoyed the plot. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But when I watched it, I had the feeling and the anger of how some African Americans feel about the United States and about white people, to be completely honest. I feel like they showed a good portrayal of why some people are still angry and why some of them have their anger still about certain situations, and it did a good portrayal for that. And then it showed the other side of the forgiveness and the kindness and the saying, hey, we're all still one people, we're one kind. It doesn't matter what color we are, we have to work together, unite together. And so I liked how it showed both angles from both, and how, I'm not going to spoil anything, but in the end, obviously they clash. And at the end, it was a very good representation of how society feels right now. And I thought that was good. And that's not even, and I didn't even come in thinking, oh, this is I don't think it was meant to be a political statement. I don't think it was, because the plot was amazing. The storyline was amazing. The acting was great. The graphics were, oh God, amazing. But that's something I took away from it. And it made me think, and that's why I like enjoying about movies too, when afterwards you can talk and think about them. But I'm not trying to make it all political, but that's what I got from it. Other than that, it was a fantastic movie. And if you just want to come in and just look at the graphic and see the fighting and just go, you'll be fine, and it's going to be a great movie for you also.
Well, I'll have to give it a watch and see if it stacks up. But me personally, I think right now my favorite first Marvel movie for a series or anything, you know, I got to go Guardians, because Guardians surprised the living crap out of me.
Yup. Okay. I'll give you that. Guardians. Yup.
When Guardians came out, man, I had no idea what to expect. You know, I had never really paid attention to Guardians of the Galaxy, never really heard about them. And so I'm going in and I'm like, okay, what the hell is this going to be? And I walked out of that theater, and my best friend and I, we just looked at each other and we're like, that was fucking insane. Like, what was that? That was so good. Like, these characters that you don't even know, and by the end of it, you love every single one of them. Like,
yeah. It was amazing.
Was the best one.
I liked the second one, but obviously the first was amazing.
Oh yeah. I want to see Grown Up Groot. I'm waiting for it. Infinity War, baby. Come on. Let's see Groot. Let's see Groot.
I like the baby Groot when he's just
how would you
dancing?
How would you like to be him, making all that money, and all you gotta say is "I am Groot"? Just I am Groot. That's all he had to say for the whole movie. Just be like, all right,
you have 25 million, and you have to say this once, because we're just gonna take that audio, you sing it once, and just put it in every time he talks. What do I have to say? Just say, "I'm Groot." I am Groot. Bam, you're good. $25 million. Get out of here.
Okay. Sign that check.
Oh man,
that's the best gig ever.
I like Rax too.
Oh yeah, man. That's
How he's just so open and honest. He's like, "You like her, don't you? Give me a hug." I don't want a hug. I'm showing affection.
Hey man, thanks for the affection. That's exactly how it is. Gosh dang it. That was way better than I did not expect it to be that good. Because I came in the same way, like, what the heck is this? This is probably going to suck. I came on, I was just like, okay.
Side note, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but you guys have seen Vikings before on History Channel?
Oh, dude. I love that show, dude.
Hey, you look like Ragnar, by the way.
Dude, you
know what? You kind of do.
I have had 2 or 3 people comment on my videos and say, Ragnar, is that you? And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
You look like him. You really do.
Ragnar cosplay now? What?
I gotta shave the head to get the ponytail going.
Oh my gosh, you have to. And then you got your Speedo.
Yes, Speedo and an axe, and that's what I run the field with.
Oh, and here's the thing, it's a real axe. We just won't tell anybody.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
I actually have an axe.
Hey, Nick, on a side note.
Oh, dude. What?
Oh,
yes!
That's a
dope
Foam axe.
Can you ask someone a question?
Let's go. You are no longer freedom.
Yeah.
You are Ragnar.
No, yeah. You're going to go up and just shout, freedom! And just chop someone's head off.
Yes.
And everybody will run behind you. Yeah! People, the little kids will be taking the gear off, saying, oh my gosh, I have real cry now.
Oh, Nick, we have a question and answer thing for our YouTube channel we gotta do. That's just a side note. I just wanted to tell you real quick before I forgot.
Why?
Because I said we were gonna do one on the PewTuber chat, and people wanted a question and answer for us.
Oh,
so we'll make one. And I want to go after what Freedom does. I know he's successful though, so I'm like, screw it, I want to make a couple.
The Q&A.
I'm just saying. The Q&A. I think
I don't post them to any groups. I just post them on my channel, and it's just you guys that watch them and everything. People love them.
I want you to answer my question in the next Q&A. Will we make love under the moonlight?
You gotta get me drunk.
Oh my.
I think we broke him. Where'd he go?
Yep, we already know. What's your favorite kind of drink?
My favorite kind of drink?
Yeah, if I'm gonna get you drunk, I want you to know what your favorite drink is.
There's a video with 5,292 views.
What?
Sorry, I wanted to check something real quick. So Zach and I, as you saw, I made a post in the PewTubers group. I wasn't gonna do it, but we needed votes, and because we're trying out for a Red Bull competition.
Oh yeah,
I just kind of glanced over. And there's a group who's leading the world right now with 5,292 votes.
Damn.
Dang.
We're right now. Let me see in our region, because in our region, right now, let me see most votes. We are in first with 982, and then the second place is 799, then 763, and so on. What the heck? That dude, how the heck was that? That dude was just in like 9th place. And he just jumped up to whatever. That's crazy.
Been giving that a lot of hate.
So if we get in the top 8, if we're in the top 8 group, then we get to be could potentially be picked. So the top 8 move on. There's about 20 teams that are applying it for in our region. Top 8 move on, and then out of the top 8, Red Bull watched the video and they pick 2 people who they like to. They fly out to Europe, and then in Europe they get to travel Europe and go place to place and go to checkmark points, and they have to make it to Amsterdam. We're doing crazy things, taking pictures, all this stuff. But the craziest thing is you have to travel Europe with only Red Bull. That's it. So if I'm hungry, I'll be like, I'll give you for that sandwich, I'll give you a Red Bull. But if the person's like, no, I'll just give you like $5 for the Red Bull, I'm like, no, I can't do it. That's currency. My currency is Red Bull.
how many cans of Red Bull do you have to carry to get across Europe? Like,
they start off. Okay, so basically, here's the thing: we start off with 21 cans. They start off, and we have 6 spots we have to stop at, the checkpoints. Each checkpoint, there's competitions. If we're successful, we get more cans of Red Bull, and we get backpacks. And so that's our currency. So and then they have other things too, like get a tattoo. And you get 1,000 points. You're supposed to earn points while you're doing this Red Bull stuff, and whoever gets the most points ends up winning. You win some crazy grand prize. And Red Bull said it's ridiculous, but they're not telling anybody what the grand prize is.
Yep, and we're hoping we can. Well, I'm hoping this. If we can get on and somehow win it, which I really want, then obviously I'll be able to talk to like the CEO and Red Bull and stuff. And I'm going to see if Red Bull can sponsor the Airsoft team.
Oh, Red Bull Airsoft.
Yep, that's it. I've changed the channel to Red Bull Airsoft, and I mean, it's just worth it.
Red Bull Airsoft. Why would we change that?
Yep, we'll change it because we sponsored by Red Bull, and Red Bull would be paying for us and making us rich. There you go.
True, if they said that you are ours now, then I guess we'd have to. But they're like, we'll just sponsor you and give you some money on the side just to promote us. We could still.
Now forget that. Give me $2 million. And we'll change the team name. That's how much it costs to change the team
name. We just all get so jacked up on Red Bull and then go play Airsoft. Be like, it'd be the most speed soft mill sim you ever seen.
Oh my gosh, it'd be crazy. We wouldn't be the PewTubers anymore. We'd be the Pew Red Bull.
We would just be running around with pistols like freaking Barry Allen. Like.
Oh my gosh, like freaking mongoloids running around.
Vaulting over fences and shit. And like,
oh my god.
I shit somebody through a window and they're like, what the? This is the second story.
And you're sitting there and you're like shaking, like what? You shake a Red Bull can as a grenade, open it, throw it in the other room and it explodes. Hit. God.
No, even better, you get even better, you gotta throw one into a room and then shoot it and watch it.
Watch it. Oh,
shake it up,
awesome.
Throw it in, and then shoot it, and just.
I'll sit there. I'll be shaking it. Freedom. 3, 2, 1. Chuck it.
Grenade! Yes. Oh, we're making moves now. Red Bull, you better be eating this shit up.
Oh, they love us.
Yo, Red Bull will even have Red Bull. Just hear us out. We'll even have one of you people come on the PewTuber podcast, talk a little bit, hang out with us, have a few Red Bull. You know, it'll be a great time.
Yeah, we can have one or two Red
Bulls. Get all jacked up on Red Bull and talk about Airsoft. Yeah. Have you guys seen my new gun?
Hey, on a quick note for the PewTubers that are still watching this, if we're able, we're gonna start having 1 or 2 guests a week after we start uploading consistently. What kind of people do you want us to try to reach out to? Do you want us to reach out to like YouTubers that are airsofters, YouTubers that are gamers, owners of companies like smaller airsoft companies or something? Because I doubt we could get big people for big companies right now, anyways. But like, what do you think? What do you guys think? And let us know in the comments what you PewTubers think also. And also, I think this would be a cool idea too. If every couple podcasts we have a PewTuber come on and join us too, so we're still getting you guys involved.
I agree with that. Checking something out right quick.
Nick, what just happened to your camera, man? All of a sudden you're super zoomed in there. Oh, okay. Oh. Hey, buddy.
I was just leaning up to check something real quick. I wasn't trying to get my whole room and all that involved, so I kind of turned the camera so I'm like, I lean over to look at my TV and then I'm like out of the frame almost.
It's just like have to lean back and be like a little bit. It's good.
Yep. Good. And then I just do what you did in your video and I lean off and I come back and I go, what's up, guys?
See, you got to get the good setup back behind you here. That's the way to go, man.
I'll get something like that within the next week or two. Give me a week.
I plan on moving out of my parents soon again. I moved out. We moved back in. Nick moved out before me, and I'm going to move out again. But I don't want to mess with any of this because they're going to try selling this house soon, so I can't really mess with anything right now.
You guys just need a 3-bedroom apartment and just have 1 bedroom as a recording studio. That's the way.
I'm moving out with one of my airsoft friends and then another friend, and we plan on making a solid gaming room, and that's where this all will be. And this will probably be our airsoft stuff, and like it's going to be a really sweet setup. We hope.
Oh, there's this guy. Hey, man,
Oh.
I just
You want to see our? You want to see the holy sword?
They
The
are
holy sword.
legit, man.
I don't think you can whip that out on a podcast.
Got this. Interested. All right, some dude with like almost 10K subs. I've just linked him the Facebook group PewTubers. I don't know how I found him. I just saw him out of nowhere.
Oh, thank God, it's an actual sword.
Oh, you thought? Oh.
Wait, what do you think?
Sword, did you?
Yeah, well, when he said, "Do you want to see my holy sword?" I was a little worried he's about to whip it out. You can't do that on a podcast.
Oh no! I don't want to get people jealous. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, Nick, shut up.
This sword, we knight people on our airsoft team.
I knight people.
Yeah, Nick's the pope of our airsoft team.
Okay.
I just shoot my guys
You
in the
know
butt when I
what?
promote them.
Oh my gosh. You know Gui Gui. That's G&G. Their name is Gui Gui. So a while ago, I became the Pope of Gui. I am the Pope of Gui. We were at a party. I got really drunk. We threw a McDonald's bag on my head, and there I was knighted the Pope of Gui. So yeah, that's how it happened. So every single time someone wants to be knighted, we have someone humming and doing hums, and I draw the sword and I knight them and let them know what they are, and I'm like, arise. You are now the death singer.
I'm the crusader of Gui.
Man, with my guys, just whenever I promote somebody to squad leader, the rule is everybody in the team gets to shoot you once.
Ooh.
From like we normally do like 25 foot, and you aim for that. You aim for the ass usually. It's got to be a sweet spot.
Ooh, please, so sweet. That's my good. I can sound just like Smeagol if you want to hear it real quick. I can do it. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna do it without even saying you want to hear it. I'm gonna do it. All right. What do you want me to say?
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Put the lotion in the basket.
What did you say? He put the lotion in the basket.
No fucking way.
Precious. No. He stole it. What did he steal? He stole my precious.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah, he sounds just like Smeagol. Just like Smeagol.
If I could do Smeagol voice that good, that'd be the only voice I used in the bedroom. I'd make it real awkward.
Where's your just say looking for your precious and stuff?
There's so many good lines that go along with that, man. I'd have to do it.
Oh my gosh, I would die.
Not to.
Oh man, you should see. Okay, so at Pandora's Box, I was a little bit intoxicated. I am of age, thank you. A little bit intoxicated, and next thing you know, I was standing like in the woods, and they're like, "Nick, where are you?" And they're looking. There's a flashlight. I'm in my boxers, and I'm just looking down. I lift my head up, and like, "Oh no, it's Smeagol." And I attacked them all night. One guy, I walked and snuck in his tent, and he's like, "What the heck?" And I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Precious cold, soft houses." But I said a few. I said a lot worse than that, obviously.
Holy shit!
He throws up. He's like, "Dude, Nick, stop. This isn't funny." I'm like, "Oh, look. I don't know, Nick. No, Smeagol." Oh, and it was
That's fucked up,
awesome.
man.
Oh, it was bad.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, guys,
I love it.
Guys, we have to do this now at a probably not a Milsum, but just at a regular event when we meet up. We'll like go into a higher place somewhere. We should dress Nick up like Smeagol, and he'll run around dressed as looking like Smeagol and talking and screaming like Smeagol while playing Airsoft. And then we could make a thumbnail saying Smeagol plays Airsoft.
Dude, I'm so in. I'm so in. That
could be a vibe. That could be a viral video.
That would hurt so bad.
I've wanted.
That's the funny part.
Before, like with different characters, because I can do some decent voices too. And I was like, I
let
should
me hear one. Let me hear one.
Be Ragnar. Ragnar plays Airsoft.
Yeah, Ragnar plays Airsoft. Game over.
I can't do that one. That voice is too hard. But like one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a really hard voice.
One of my favorites, Cartman from South Park.
Do it.
I'm just seeing my homies in the West Side.
I'm good. I'm calm.
Calm down. It's okay. Nick, what are you doing?
Give me a pause.
Hey, my favorite part is when he's singing "In the Ghetto." It's one of my favorite Cartman moments ever.
My favorite episode with Cartman is the World War Z one.
Oh yes.
It's about black people. I'm like, oh my gosh. With how PC this culture is in our world, I'm surprised that South Park is so successful.
Oh, I know, man. But it's because they make fun of everything so ruthlessly that everybody's like, they get a pass on everything because they do it to everything.
True. They're like, no one's safe. No one is safe.
Yeah, they don't just make fun of one group. They make fun of everybody and everything, and it's awesome.
Oh, I mean, they went after Oprah. They've gone after every president, every candidate. Like, they don't give it.
The huge last season was all about Trump.
It was funny.
Oh, the last one, they kind of went off. They went, they did it for too long. And I'm like, okay, it was funny the first couple episodes, but like, now can we move on and get back to the normal South Park shit? Like,
you know what I really liked? Remember Chewbacca?
Yeah, they talk a little bit too much sometimes.
Remember those dirty Mexicans? I remember those member berries.
The member berries were good. Remember Chewbacca?
Yeah, remember Chewbacca? Remember when they weren't stealing our jobs? I remember.
Yeah. Real quick, Zach, that girl that had like 400 votes the first day, she's in 9th place right now.
That sucks. Hey, Nick, we're on a topic of South Park, so get out of here with that Red Bullish.
Yeah,
it just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, you just totally messed up our flow of the show, Nick. Come on.
Do you want shit? You need it. God damn it, Smeagol, fuck up.
Hey. Oh.
Stop taking my precious away, Cartman.
You guys make a YouTube video of you guys playing games. Smeagol versus Cartman.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've already decided I'm going to do this. The next time that we go to a big op, I'm doing the drill instructor from Full Metal Jacket.
Let me hear it.
Do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
Do it.
Do you suck dick, Private? Sir, no, sir. Bullshit, I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Hey.
Looks like we got us a fucking joker here.
I'm Nick. You're opening up the podcast next week, a Smeagol.
Yes.
I'll be sitting there in a loincloth, swaying back and forth, and then you'll
we'll start it, and I'm like, we're live, and then Nick, you can do your whole.
And they're like going back and forth, and like the golden voice will go, "Wow, you
No fucking way, man. That voice is too good. It's too good.
Oh man. Well, okay. When I drink, I have different stages. It's really weird. It's bad.
He has a Smeagol stage.
I do. So,
no way. You do not have a Smeagol stage.
Yes, I do. Yeah. I do. So first stage is just like like everybody. Second stage is the bitch stage. So I'm walking down and like, hey Nick, I just turn and I go bitch, and I just keep on going. Like there's videos of me doing it, and they're like, hey Nick, how you doing? Sup, bitch? Just keep on walking. And then the third stage is when I turn to Smeagol. The fourth stage is when I'm like dead and don't talk to me. I'm throwing up. I'm sick. But I hardly ever get that way. Thank the Lord. But the third stage is when I get to Smeagol, and holy cow, that's a scary stage. But everybody always goes, Nick, do the Smeagol. Nick, do the Smeagol. And I'm like, bet. Shot. And then I'm sitting there, and next thing you know, you see me like put my head down and like, oh no. We asked for it and it came, and I like look up and do my smile I do, which I'll wait to show you. And then it's gone after that. It's game over.
And then everybody's like, Nick, we didn't need you to get that drunk. We just wanted you to do the voice for a second. Now you're stuck that way.
And then he just starts running around as Smeagol the whole time, running up to different camps, screaming, Smeagol. I can't do the voice, sadly. We're twins, but I can't do it at all.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm done.
I guess the closest I got is the Lilo and Stitch. Like, okay, I gotta get in the mode. It's still gonna be bad, but it's the closest thing I can do. Ohana. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind. That's like my best thing. That's still not good. That was for Stitch. I used to do a really good Stitch voice. Like when I practiced a ton, it was actually pretty good. But I don't practice anymore because it feels weird on my throat.
Yeah,
you won't, Freedom. You won't.
Yeah, you just gotta relax those throat muscles. Loosen up the jaw a little bit.
Don't worry, when we're drinking. When we're drinking, I'll be super.
You know what I mean?
We'll be good, brother. But hey, just let you guys know, it's been an hour, and we said we'd probably just do this for an hour for the first couple times. So, do you guys want to wrap it up, or?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I gotta make lunch.
Okay.
I gotta meal prep and make lunch. Hi guys, so.
Well, I figured we'd probably just.
Yep, I'm meal prep throughout the week.
To let you guys. Yeah, to let you guys know, we're probably gonna keep it to like an hour for the first couple times, and hopefully we start growing. I'd say we'd probably expand it a little longer, but right now, just to keep it short and sweet.
If we do that, we'll have to implement bathroom breaks.
Yeah. Well, we'll all be talking, and someone will just get up to go to the bathroom real quick. That won't be a big deal. Link in the description below is going to be Freedom's channel and his Navrich review video. Again, guys, if you guys are looking to buy a scope cam, Navrich's scope cams are probably the best on the market or one of the best. And if you don't believe us, just watch Freedom's video. It's actually very inspirational and you will learn a lot from it. So I would check that video out. And if you guys haven't, which I think you probably all have, give him a sub, give him a like, and tell him you can't wait for the next PewTuber podcast. And also message us or him about what questions you'd like us to answer. So, anyways, I'm Ronan from Wolfpack, Michigan.
All-State Wolfpack, Michigan.
I thought he was going to say Smeagol.
Yeah.
And Zach with Freedom stuff.
All right. See you guys.
Yep. And hopefully we'll check you guys next week. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, bitch.